Is the embryo a human person at conception with its own soul? Or is it simply a body waiting to be intertwined with the soul at a later period? In this video, we'll be looking at two ancient views of the soul and how their implications inform the abortion debate. But before we can get into these theories, we must ask ourselves the important question, what is the soul? And the soul is the first act of an organized body having life potentially within it. Aristotle would call this the anima because it animates the body and gives life to it. And it has the design that gives way to the human nature that will lead to some higher or further realization. An example of this could be a human going through the maturity stages of development. Introducing our first theory, hylomorphism is a theory proposed by Aristotle and St. Thomas Aquinas that states that a human is composed of form and matter. The matter of a human is the material body, and the substantial form of a human that has within it the design for our human nature is the soul. The implication in this view is that the body and soul cannot be separated, so there is no body without the direction of the soul. This view would suggest that at conception, an embryo is a human person, and the only difference between an embryo and someone like you or me is the level of development or actualization that has been reached. So while for hylomorphism, the form and matter come together and create one substance, substance dualism is the theory that there are actually two substances. And this was first proposed by Plato and later worked on by Peter Singer, that states that the body and soul of a human can be separated and that it's actually the soul that makes a human being special or grants them moral consideration. The implication of this view is that us as humans are our minds and we are trapped within our bodies. That means that we wouldn't be granted personhood until our souls intertwined with our bodies at about 20 weeks gestation, because that's where humans attain sentience and other cognitive abilities. Ultimately, I support hylomorphism over substance dualism because I believe that a human being should be granted moral consideration based on the type of thing they are, like having a human nature, rather than the types of things they can do or achieve, like having certain cognitive abilities. However, I'd love to hear your guys' opinions down below, and I'll see you next time.